Hello, this is Victor and I'm here with a new unit in depth and keep on going on the Chaos Space Marine Codex. Now it's time to look at the Sorcerer. So the Sorcerer is an HQ option that is costing 60 points, is the cheapest option in the Chaos Space Marine army and have the next profile. So weapon skill 5, ballistic skill 4, strength 4, toughness 4, wounds 2, initiative 4, attacks 2, leadership 10, and save 3 plus. It's equipped with power armor, bolt pistol, force weapon, quack and crack grenades. It's champion of chaos, so it means have to accept and or have to issue and accept challenges if it's possible. Is independent character and is Psyker Master 1. As a Psyker, can generate powers from Biomancy, Pyromancy, and Telepathy. I will say my favorite one will be always Telepathy. Biomancy the second choice. I'm not very fan of the Pyromancy. And if you have the Mark of Thench, we'll have the option Master of the Rubik Eye. Means that Thousand Sons will change from Elite to Troops option. What options he have? He can take up to 2 additional mastery levels for 25 points each level. I think this is the best option to take on it, and is where we are going to spend most of the options, most of the points, sorry. May take items from the melee weapons, range weapons, chaos rewards, special issue war gear, and or artifacts section, chaos artifacts sections of the war gear list. Have the same access as the warlord. Alternatively, the sorcerer may replace all his war gear with Terminator armor, a force weapon, and a combi bolter. So you can put him on Terminator, and then of course have the access are to Terminator weapons, chaos rewards, special issue war gear, and chaos artifacts. Uh, can also be veteran of the Long War, and can have one of the Mark of Chaos. Now I'm checking, he is not fearless. Unless I'm missing something, he is not fearless. So this is also a weak point for him, as the Chaos Warlord was a fearless, yeah, is a fearless character. So this guy is mainly a supportive guy. So the profile is not good enough to spend points on war gear, especially on close combat war gear. Uh, First of all, he has weapon skill 5 is not awesome, but have initiative 4. And he's also equipped with a force weapon, so you don't need more. And most likely, I would like to equip him or with most of the times with the force sword. The problem is he have to issue and accept challenges, so this make him on the spot if he is on close combat. So I will try not to engage him in close combat unless it's a desperate situation and you want to keep a multi-wound. Of course, he can take mark of the different mark of the gods, except Korn. So he can be a Nargel, Thench, or Slaanesh. Slaanesh powers are not awesome. Thench are quite shooty, and Nargel are average. I'm not big fan of any of the powers. We can make a fast review on them to see, and we can make a check on the powers. So if we look at the Thench, we have a range power. The first one is a range power, the primaries. Then we have the bottom mutation that is you can is to boost one of your uh, uh, so a friendly character within 2 inches takes a strength 4 AP slash, then rolls on the chaos wound. So it can be very good, but it's very random and very situational. You can have the Doom Bolt that is a strong shooting, and then you can have the a template attack like a flamer that have corrosion and poison force. So they are not extremely good, and the one with the template attack is 2 charge powers. So I'm not big fan of the powers of Thench in this book. Then we have the Discipline of Nurgle, that we have 1 Nova as a basic, but it's strength 2, poison 4 plus, so it's not bad, but it's not super good. Then we have a Malediction that gets hot to all range weapons. The third one, the second one, the 3 out of 4 is Warp Charge Malediction again. That you put -1 attack, but you give it rolled, -1 strength, and they cannot run, -1 strength and -1 toughness. So this is we have to be careful here, because if we give rolled, we have to ensure that we are going to solve them in that turn. And the last one is the Plague of Wing, that is a witch fire that have a large blast and is strength 1, but this is poisoned. So it's between shooting and maledictions, very offensive. And the Slaanesh, we have the primaries, one attack, well, one power that is assault 4, blind, concussive, pinning, that is strength 4, AP 4, not bad. Uh, then we have a blessing that can give +1 initiative, +1 strength, and +1 attack, very random. The next one is a malediction that gives -1 weapon skill and -1 ballistic skill, and any sonic weapon attacks against the unit are resolved at +1 strength. This can be good if you combine that with Noise Marines. And the last one for 2 warp charges, we have one that is 24 inches, and then the strength is every non-vehicle model in the target unit takes a hit of its own strength, so they are hitting themselves. They are not amazing, and I still prefer, I will say I still prefer telepathy, so I will normally go for telepathy if it's possible. Uh, Upgrades options that I will take on him. Most likely, I will only focus on the 2 mastery levels, and depending on the points, we will go just for 1 mastery level, and then we have a character that is quite strong, 85 points. Yeah, he will not have invulnerable save, so you will need to put him inside of another unit, protect him, and use him just to be supportive and to do some damage with the telepathy, no more than that. You can try to use the spell Familiar. This is not a bad choice. It's costing 15 points, and you can reroll failed psychic tests. And no, and why this is good, because this can help you to, or you can take the risk to roll less dices. So if you want, yeah, I mean, you can risk even to go to only 1 warp charge. For 1 warp charge to use only 1 dice, as you can reroll the test. So you have then suddenly you have instead of 50% of having the power, you change this to 75% with 1 dice if you go for the warp charge 1. So this is not a bad option, and in the past used to not to be very good, because with leadership 10 was making no sense, but today with the new rules, the spell familiar is not a bad option at all. And I think this is the only reward that I will give to him. Here you see him on this, but I don't think makes sense to spend on disc. I don't think makes sense to spend on Aura of the Dark Glory or Sigil of or the Dark Sigil. I think this guy is just a cheap. We wanted to keep as cheap as possible, and I think you want to keep it around 100 points maximum. Between 60 and 100 points you will be your target. 110 if you want to go for level 3, but this is going to be the maximum I will spend on him. So you don't want to start investing points on armor save, on invulnerable save, or in upgrades on the weapons. If you want to go to close combat, it's much better to go for the Chaos Lord. If you want something that can deal with everything, go for the Demon Prince. If you're looking for a cheap supportive unit, the Sorcerer I think is a very good option. And yeah, and that's all. So, and then I'm very interested to know how you use the Sorcerer. Here you see one of the I have this method because I like it. I tried to use him on Thench, on Disc. I think was a lot of points, and he's very easy to kill. He can kill very easily by saturation of fire. So uh, toughness 4, armor 3. Even if you put the 3 plus invulnerable save, it's an easy call for the enemy to kill. So put him on a unit. Don't be crazy, and use him as a supportive HQ. And that's my review on the Sorcerer. So we will continue doing review of more units in depth. I hope you find this interesting. Please leave your comment below how you use this guy, if you use him, and yeah, and what are the options that you like to use on him. And that's all for this video. Thanks a lot for watching and see you again later. Bye.